So I found this newly built modern home here in Champions Gate, Florida that has 2 primary suites in a gated communities with amenities, lower HOA, and no CDD. Are you interested? Well then look no further because I got you. What's up, YouTube fam? If you're new to my channel, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alexis Diaz, and I'm Central Florida's real estate advisor and co-founder of the Evolve Estates Group. Here at the Evolve Estates Group, it is our passion to help people evolve in real estate. So we go all over Central Florida and surrounding areas to show you what Florida has to offer. We explore new construction, resale homes, investment opportunities, local restaurant shops, and so much more. Now make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss my weekly videos. Today we are in Champions Gate, Florida, just 20 minutes away from Disney. Now I'm gonna show you this newly built modern home. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,205 square foot home that just had a price reduction. It is priced at $499,000. Now this is a gated community. It is called Villa Domani, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can use this as your primary residence, as your vacation home, short-term rental or long-term rental investment. So it has a low HOA and no CDD. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video where we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate and I'm gonna break down all of the numbers. Now let's begin your real estate evolution tour. All right, so this house is super cute. It's Disney movie themed. Now on the first floor is going to be themed as the Beauty and the Beast, which I grew up on Beauty and the Beast and I absolutely love it. What do you think about this family room? So the furniture all comes with this house, right? So this is turnkey. It comes fully furnished, all right? So what you see is definitely what you get. Let me know what you think about this family room. Oh my gosh, I love these. This is super, super, super cute. Now come this way. So you have 2 primary suites. You have one on the first floor and one on the second floor, okay? So now what we're gonna do is let's go check out primary suite number 1. All right, so walking into primary suite number 1, again, it is themed with the Beauty and the Beast movie. Absolutely beautiful. We have a king size bed, we have some end tables, and we have a dresser. So it's definitely very, very spacious. Faces the front of the home. You have the 2 windows. A lot of that light is coming in as well. You have your own primary suite here. You have the single sink with the cabinets, and we have a closet, which is walk-in closet, and then a step-in shower, okay? So the step-in shower with the toilet is together, but this is going to be primary suite number 1. Just outside of this primary suite, we have the half bathroom. I absolutely love half bathrooms, especially if you're gonna use this as maybe your primary home and you have guests over. They don't need to go upstairs or to any of the bedrooms because you have that half bathroom here, which just has the single sink and the toilet, and there's a linen closet in there as well. We have a lot to cover, so let's go. All right, so what I absolutely love about this house as well, it is very, very modern, even like the exterior, but it has a plunge pool. I'm gonna call this a plunge pool because it's not a regular sized pool, but it's perfect for like those, if you're going to Disney and you come home and you just wanna kind of like decompress and just be cool because it's hot, it's perfect size. Let's go check that out. All right, so you have 2 sets of sliding doors to get to your backyard lanai, right? So you have an extended covered lanai. As you can see, it fits a nice size table. You have a grill there as well. But what do you think about this plunge pool? We're gonna call it a plunge pool. Don't you agree? I mean, it's definitely a nice size. If, like I said, if you just wanna get wet, be cool, the kids playing around for a little bit, I think this is definitely a great size. So it is all fenced in already. You have like this turf grass, and what you see is what you get. I think this is super cute. This is definitely cute for like a second home. You come to Disney a lot every year, or just Orlando period, and you're tired of renting Airbnbs, just own your own. You can rent it out if you choose so. If not, then you just keep it for your family and things like that. I have a lot of clients that call me and they're like, you know, I want a second home. I'm not interested in renting it out. If I do that, that's okay, but I think this would be perfect. So let's continue the tour. All right, so one thing I wanted to mention too is that these doors do retract going that way. I think it's locked right now, but what's super cool is that you can like enclose the lanai, and on the cooler months, if you're here, you can have these open and just get all of that fresh air into the house, right? And save some money on electricity. But this is going to be your kitchen and dining room combo, okay? So the kitchen is super cute. It has this quartz countertop island. You guys know I absolutely love islands. I'm from Puerto Rico. I'm also from Dominican Republic, and I was born and raised in Staten Island, New York. So islands just remind me of being back home. You have all of the appliances that come with this home. You have the dishwasher, the double door refrigerator, the microwave over the electric stove, and all of the appliances are GE, okay? So you definitely have enough space, even if you wanted to maybe add some more seating on the side of the island, right? There's enough space between the island and the stove. So I like that. I like when it's not super, super tight, right? But you have 42-inch cabinets. They already come with the hardware. There is some dishware in here as well. It is not soft close, but that's something that you can just add in later if that's what you choose. If you're gonna use this maybe as a primary residence. If you're gonna use this as an Airbnb or a rental, you don't really need to add the soft close hinges, right? You have the tile backsplash, which I absolutely love. You have more than enough counter space. Again, you have everything that if you wanted to use this as a short-term rental property, everything already comes with it. The dishware, toaster, coffee, and all of that good stuff. So we have the coffee machine here. You already know, even if it's a Airbnb, we have to have a coffee station. And ooh, they have a milk frother too. I love, this is how I have my coffee. I always have to have the frother. I'm very, very bougie when it comes to making my coffee. But if you're gonna use this as an Airbnb, you definitely want to make it an experience. So this is definitely so far an experience, especially like the Be Our Guest, the Beauty and the Beast themed, and you'll see the theme upstairs as well. We do have a pantry, so it has 5 shelves, so it's definitely enough space to add some groceries and stuff like that. But you do have like the vacuum, mop, you have a high chair, right? But again, that's if you're gonna use this as an investment property. Now here's where the dining room is. At first I was like, okay, this table is super, super just simple for this downstairs home, but I actually like the simplicity of the table because everything is just super decorative. So I like it. Even look at the chandelier. It is definitely giving me Beauty and the Beast vibes, and I think that is the point, right? So you have more than enough seating here, and again, it just depends on what you're gonna use this property for, right? So let's go upstairs where we're gonna have 3 bedrooms and a loft, and let's go. All right, so coming upstairs, you are greeted with this open loft. Now, I think this is super perfect just the way it is, with a couch, TV. You even have a popcorn machine, a little refrigerator. It is definitely a vibe. So this theme is Star Wars. I love it. But honestly, I was never a big fan of Star Wars. Are you guys like, do you love, I know that there is some Star Wars like fans. My husband and us, we are Marvel fans, but Star Wars, not too much, at least for me, okay? Well, that's besides the point. This is a cute house anyways. So this is the loft. Again, everything comes with the house, right? So off of the loft, you're gonna have the full bathroom that these 2 bedrooms are gonna share. You have a double sink, you have the drawers in between the cabinets, and then you're gonna have that shower tub combination, and you also do have a linen closet in there as well. Very, very nice size. So in this hallway over here, we're gonna have these double doors. These double doors are the washer and dryer, okay? So the washer and dryer do come with the home, and it is GE. The brand is GE. And then we have a rack on top for, you know, the shampoos and conditioners and things. Shampoos, I mean the detergents and things like that. For me, I would like maybe have a longer extension, because this is kind of like, okay, I gotta go, you know, it doesn't make sense. But again, that's something that you can do afterwards. So you have the 2 bedrooms in this hallway, and let's go check out bedroom number 2 to my right. Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. It means no worries. I should stick to my job, right? Not singing. Okay, I know. But this, I grew up on Lion King as well. So I love this theme here as well. So this is facing the side of the house, very nice and spacious. We have a bunk bed, it's twin over full, and there is carpet all on the 2nd floor, but it looks to be in very, very good condition. And we do have a walk-in closet, barely, but it is a walk-in closet. And again, it depends on what you're going to use this for. If you're going to use this for a primary residence, then you could always just maximize the space. But if it's going to be used as an investment property, you don't really have to do much. Let's go to the opposite side of the hallway, where we're going to have bedroom number 3. All right, so we're entering the Mickey Mouse room. I was gonna say the Mickey Mouse house. The Mickey Mouse room looks to be around the same size as the bedroom we just saw. It faces the front of the house. We have 2 oversized windows. We have that same twin over full size bunk bed, and we have the closet in here, but it's kind of, the way it's situated is kind of tight. But again, it depends on what you're gonna use this house for. If it's gonna be your investment property, it doesn't really matter. Guests don't really use the closets like that anyways. So this is going to be bedroom number 3. And then now we're going to check out the primary suite number 2 on the opposite side of the loft. All right, so tell me what you guys think about this house so far. You guys know that I don't take any offense, because honestly, I didn't build it, right? So just let me know. I do this for you guys. Now, if you would love to work with us here at the Evolve Estates Group, the best way to reach out to us is gonna be in my YouTube. There's a link. That link is to my calendar, and you choose whether you're a builder, investor, buyer, or seller wanting to evolve in real estate. Not only do we help buyers, we help many sellers, whether they're upsizing, downsizing, or relocating. This is the absolute best way to reach out to me, because I like to do it via Zoom. I wanna be that one-on-one, and I wanna look at your beautiful faces while we're talking, connect, okay? And how I explain to you how we can help you evolve in real estate. If you call me, that's completely fine. You'll get my assistant Katrina, and she'll just put you on my calendar as well, okay? So now we're gonna go to the opposite side of the loft, where we have primary suite number 2. All right, so we're walking into primary suite number 2. Now, primary suite number 2 faces the front of the house. It is very, very spacious. As you can see, we have 2 full-size beds in here and still space in between it, okay? Now, if you were gonna use this as an investment property like they're doing here with short-term rental, this is perfect to have 2 primary suites, right? Because a lot of the times you do Airbnb, you're with multi-family, like you with another family, right? So this is perfect. Now, if you're gonna use this as your primary home, then this is perfect too, right? Let's say you have your parents living with you, or your in-laws living with you, and they need to be on the 1st floor. They have their own bedroom with their bathroom, and they don't have to come up the stairs, and then you have this. Of course, you may not want to keep the Marvel theme in here, right? But that's completely up to you. So as I mentioned, it's very, very, very spacious, and it has a beautiful view of the retention pond in the front home with the palm trees surrounding it. I absolutely love palm trees. It just gives you Florida vibe, right? Now we have these double bifold closet doors, and this is more than enough space if you were going to use it as your primary residence. If it's as an investment property, short-term rental, it really doesn't matter, okay? Now, the master bathroom has a double sink, same quartz countertops with the cabinets. You have the drawers in between, which I absolutely love. You have a linen closet, and then you're gonna have that step-in shower with the toilet there as well. It already comes enclosed, so that's one less thing that you have to worry about. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back downstairs. We're gonna chop it up in the kitchen. Let me tell you a little bit about the area if you're not familiar. And then we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate, where I'm gonna go over all of the down payment, closing costs, estimated mortgage payments, and so much more. All right, so we usually end the video in the kitchen, but this whole living room is definitely a vibe. So what did you think about this house? Let me know in the comments. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,205 square foot home with a plunge pool, 2 primary suites, 1 on the first floor and then 1 on the second floor. Now in Champions Gate, we are literally neighbors to Davenport. Now this is the area to be in. This community is called Villa Domani. It only has about 63 houses in here, so it's a boutique community. It is a gated community. There is an HOA, it's $300 per month, but that includes the amenity center. So you have a clubhouse with a gym, pool table, you have a kitchen in there as well, you have a fitness center, you have the swimming pool and a splash pad, okay? Now there is no CDD. So we're literally only 20 minutes away from Walt Disney World. We're about 30 to 35 minutes away from downtown Orlando, and about 45 minutes to an hour away from Tampa. We're about 40 minutes away from the Orlando International Airport, and I would say about 30 minutes to Universal. There's tons of things to do in the area. And you have tons of restaurants and shops. Literally, Publix is across the street. You have your Chipotle, your Starbucks, your Olive Garden. You have some really good restaurants too. I-4 is only about 5 to 7 minutes away from here. And that's where you're gonna go, you know, take it to eastbound to Orlando or westbound to Tampa, okay? So as I mentioned, you can use this as your primary residence, a second home, investment opportunity, whether it's gonna be a long-term rental or a short-term rental. This house is currently used as a short-term rental property, and that's why it is coming fully furnished, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate, and we're gonna just talk about some numbers, down payment, closing costs, estimated mortgage, and just to kind of give you some clarity and a little bit more knowledge based on the mortgage process, okay? So let's go. All right, so welcome to Monarch School of Real Estate. If you guys been following me for a while, watching my videos, you guys know that I absolutely love doing this. Now, I always start off by saying that I'm not a licensed lender or a licensed tax appraiser, right? These are solely just estimates, just to give you kind of an idea of what to look forward to. But I could be off a couple of $100, right? $1,000. So just the best person to speak to is gonna be a lender, all right? And if you are ready to make, if you're ready to evolve in real estate, I'll put you in contact with one of my preferred lenders. Now the house is priced at $499,000, but I just did it for $500 just for easy numbers, okay? It did just have a recent price reduction of about $40,000. Now the HOA is $300 per month, and there's no CDD. Now when you're financing, you have a couple of different options. So you have FHA. The only way you're gonna be able to use FHA for this house if you're gonna use it as your primary residence. Now, FHA is normally for first-time home buyers. The minimum down payment is 3.5% of the purchase price, so that is $17,500. And then when you're purchasing a house, you have a down payment and you also have closing costs. Closing costs are an accumulation of fees such as loan origination fees, title fees, prorated taxes, prorated homeowner insurance, and so much more, right? So it's usually 3 to 4%, but I always am super conservative and I go 4%. So 4% of the purchase price is $20,000. If you add the down payment plus the closing costs, you're gonna have a cash to close, which basically means how much cash you need in order to close on the home and receive the keys. That is $37,500. Estimated mortgage payment is around $3,700, but again, that is just an estimate because everybody's files different, everybody is income. is different. That's the income ratio, credit score, and all that stuff, right? And the interest rates are constantly changing as well. So you always have to keep in mind, this is just an estimate, right? It could be off a couple of $100. Just the best person is gonna be a lender. The next loan is conventional. Again, this is only if you're gonna use this as a primary residence. 3% down as first-time homebuyer you may qualify for. 3% of the $500,000 is $15,000 plus the same closing costs. We have a cash to close of $35,000. Estimated mortgage is around $37.50 per month. Now, if you don't qualify for the 3%, the next tier is the 5%. Now, the 5% off of the 5% of a $500,000 is $25,000. Same closing costs. We have a cash to close of $45,000. Oopsies, I was doing that a little too fast. Of $45,000. Estimated mortgage payment is around $36.50 per month. Now, the next tier from 5% is 10%. If you're gonna use this as a vacation home, you may qualify for a 10% down payment. It depends, it may be more, right? So I always do the 10%. So 10% of 500,000 is 50,000 plus the same closing costs. We have a cash to close of $70,000 and the estimated payment is gonna be around $3,500, maybe more. The interest rate on a second home is a little bit more than it if you use it as your primary residence, okay? The next tier from 10% is 20%. The reason why you're gonna pay 20%, if you're gonna use this as an investment property, the minimum down payment is most likely gonna be that 20% or maybe more, just depending. And if you wanna avoid private mortgage insurance and you're gonna use this as a primary residence, then you can put 20% down. So 20% of the purchase price is $100,000. With the same closing costs, we have a cash to close of $120,000 and the estimated mortgage payment is around that $2,900, $3,000 per month. Now, VA, this is, you can only use this if you're gonna use this as your primary residence. As you know, you get 100% financing. Thank you for everyone who has served our country. All you have to worry about is the closing cost, which is that $20,000. Estimated mortgage payment is just gonna depend. It's probably gonna be around that $3,600, $3,700, but it depends too, because if you're 100% disabled veteran, then you don't pay property taxes and your payment is gonna definitely be lower, okay? You can purchase this home with cash. You still have closing costs, but not nearly as much. I estimate it to be around $8,000 to $9,000. Now, taxes. Taxes is a great question, okay? So right now for 2023, this home was built in 2022, right? So it's 2 years old. Now, for 2023, the taxes were $4,900 per year. Now, this may go up because what happens is that when you buy a property, now the house gets reassessed, right? So if it's valued more, which it is from when the current sellers purchased the house, right? Your taxes may go up, maybe not by much, but it's a possibility. So I like to be very transparent and honest and let you know that that's something to look at, okay? Now, homeowners insurance, this is a nearly new home, 2 years old. Where it's located, it's central, right? So I estimate the homeowners insurance to be about $1,500 to $2,000 per year. Now, this home is currently used as a short-term rental property. I looked at the calendar and right now they are renting per night between $160 to $180. Now, that's all gonna change, right? Depending on the seasons, what's happening, you know, high seasons, we have low seasons. So that's all something to consider. The interest rates are a little bit higher on investment financing, okay? So that's always something to consider. But again, you have multiple different options when it comes to this home. What I like about it too, if you use it as an investment property, you can start it off as short-term rental. If it doesn't work out for you, you can have an exit game plan and use this as a long-term rental as well because it is allowed, okay? Now, make sure you stay tuned. On Sundays, we are going to be doing Realty on Realty with me at 5:30 p.m. I'm gonna do this because I wanna let you know what's happening in real time in our Florida real estate market. And this is the perfect opportunity to just, if you have any questions that you want answered, if you want to just vibe and, you know, ask me about my experience and all this other stuff moving to Florida because I'm from New York, this is what it's for, okay? And then we also have a program coming out, Hometown Heroes, July 1st, but you need to act now and fast. It's basically They give you money for the down payment and it covers some of the closing costs. It is considered as a second silent mortgage. It doesn't get paid back until you are you finish your 30-year mortgage payments, you sell the house, you refinance, or you end up renting the house out. There's no interest on it. It's for first-time home buyers. You have to have at least a 640 credit score. You have to work at least 35 hours per week. You cannot be on a fixed income, and your employer has to have a location here in Florida. You can have a co-signer, and there's a little bit more stipulations as well. There's also a conventional down payment program, $15,000 up to $15,000 that they give you, and reach out to me if you need more information on that, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We don't only cover the Champions Gate, Davenport area, we cover everywhere from Ocala to Tampa and everywhere in between. Now, stay tuned to my next video.